Though in the case of MCR, they would actually only come to be because some bearded book club members decided that 2 towers were too much and wanted to even the playing field a little bit. Bob Dylan sucks and his music makes me want to chew on glass. Mumble raps over obnoxious beats being screamed out incoherently by dudes who look like the living embodiment of herpes is, well, it's a plague that I will never forget. Any creepypasta with the slightest semblance of believability was spread like VD at your local goth club. Now, to lighten the mood, I thought we could just take a minute to congratulate Davi and crew from graduating from a candy van to an ice cream truck. You get 'em, Tiger. Now, I think the quickest way to see what the middle class white people are all about is to learn the basics. What do I need to pretend to like in order to get laid? My personal favorite song off the record is the overplayed and beloved Crawling. And I don't care if the song has been played to hell and back, or if there is a fucking zone animation of Raven finger blasting herself to it. On the race back, you get there just in time to see your grandfather get drone striked like a Palestinian hospital. Do you ever wonder what the worst pussy of your life would sound like if it was music? It was slowly transitioning away from the "I'm so sad, let me just listen to Paramore and wear my Monster merch, please," to proto-e-boys who listen to J-pop and hit on underage fans phase, while also bringing in lyrical elements of BDSM, further catering to the goth and alternative market.
People think this is just food play, but it's more than that. I'm humiliating food to relish the power relationship I have with it. You like that, you little freak?
Just looking at this picture, I can smell the PBR, shitty craft beer, and Pitchfork magazines fresh off the press already. That being said, however, Andy's legacy has since gone on to evolve from being a rock star to having his image being immortalized as a dude who wants to leave steamy, creamy logs deep in your throat. Also, if you tell the cops her bone structure just screamed "touch her," you'll still end up on the registry. Because finding a folk punk band that doesn't suck is like finding Sasquatch. He may very well be out there, but holding your breath will only leave you in the same casket as Kimmy Dawson's career. School, this time not in search for any new little victims, but rather to observe what I can only imagine to be the fantasy of Nicholas Cruz. So, how do you take something as niche, weird, and oftentimes complex and give it to a brain-dead audience of Adderall addicts? Well...
Yo, Skrill, drop it hard!
Oh, Ohio. During the late 2000s, no state ruled the alternative scene quite like the homeland of Cyrax. It seemed like the land of empty fields and misery was all but unstoppable, both in its output of opioids and teen-fronted metalcore bands, without just looking like a bunch of clowns attempting to live in the shadow of the past. If you want to avoid the cycle or end your time as a lolcow, touch grass. Look, Pantera are metal pioneers who've written some legendary and outright important songs. I'm not even going to pretend like I don't like some of their work, but they are the epitome of tough guy machismo music, with good old Uncle Phil himself being the model for angry white dudes who slam shitty beer and beat their wives everywhere.